Hey, what's up guys? It's Sam from canoetrippers.com. So no gear videos or gear review videos today. We're doing something a little bit different. I'm actually with my dog Cordo here in the car. He's an English Springer Spaniel. And yeah, it's nice out. It's Saturday, so we're gonna go for a hike. And since it's nice out and it's Toronto, I know all the city parks are going to be packed. Like there's one around me named called Lord G. Ross Park, and we were there. I think it was 2 or 3 weekends ago, and it was just absolutely packed. So I don't want it to be too crowded when I'm out with my dog. So we're gonna take a little drive up to King City. Actually, we're in the King region, and we're gonna do a hike there. So that's the plan anyway. Yeah, it's really nice out. I don't really have anything scripted for today, so I'm just kind of testing out my camera, testing it out on the go, like rather in like a controlled setting. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. First things first, though, the most important thing of any adventure, the first stop is Tim Hortons, of course. So I'm in the Timmy's drive-thru right now. I just pulled in. I will catch you right back in a sec. I'm still getting the hang of this, the micro and the dead cat, and just afraid that it might have showed up in some of my video. It's so windy that if it gusts, it actually, and my microphone's facing the wrong way, it's actually blowing the dead cat up a bit, so it's showing up in some of the frames I might have done. Cordo's kind of pulling me here. Cordo, ease up, bud. So I'll have to take a look at the video later, make sure that none of the video had the dead cat in it. So I might have to cut some burrs off his feathering tonight. Cordo, come on. So we've kind of just stopped on the trail here. I backtracked a bit. I'm gonna get Cordo some water, I think. He's been in the long grass. He's been sniffing a lot. Cordo, come here, get some water. So, yes. There's no water in it yet, bud. Hold on. Cordo, no. It's not a toy. He thinks I have the dead cat on the microphone right now because it's windy out, so he thinks it's like a tennis ball or something, or a toy. So he keeps trying to eat it. And he's got to be like the messiest drinker I know. I don't know if I think I poured him too much. He's not thirsty. It's too bad that was half the Nalgene. Hey bud, come get another drink. Do you want a snack? Do you want a treat? You wouldn't say no to a treat, would you? One of these puppies. Sit. You see how much of a good boy he is? No. Come on, back up. Good paw. Give the other one. Good boy. Lay down. So yeah, super nice out. When I first came in, I was worried. I saw probably about, there's maybe 7 or 8 cars that were parked where I parked anyway. It's not really a parking lot, it's just kind of like a, it's kind of just like a shoulder you pull off on to park here. Off Keel Street anyway. So the only people I saw were, they must have been a cleanup crew. There's probably about 10 garbage bags or so that they cleaned up, I guess, just on this trail or alongside of the road there. So that's pretty cool. And since Cordo's he's been running around a lot in some of the tall grass, so I'm gonna check him for ticks as well once we get back, before we go into the car, just in case. I do, oh, he just spilled his water. He's on that Brevecto, those soft chews. No, you can't have another one. So, he does have flea and tick. Like, he's supposed to be immune to flea and tick, but I don't know. You don't want your dog getting bit by ticks, and you don't want the ticks jumping out off from him onto you. So I didn't bring his brush, but I'll just kind of comb my fingers through his fur after we go back to the car, right, bud? Right, bud? Are you tangled? So, look at him. He's already panting. You out of shape, bud? You out of shape? We both out of shape? I think we're both out of shape. So, we're gonna keep hiking. Surprise! Cordo just tried to eat the dead cat again. So, I had to take it out of his mouth. I wish I got it on camera, but no harm to it. It's a piece. Actually, here, let me see if I can show you. So sorry, I'll mute that part in the video, but this is the dead cat here. So you can see how, you know, a dog would want to eat something like this, but or think of it as like a toy or a tennis ball. So he jumped right on the camera, headed down, and he tackled it, grabbed the dead cat right off the mic. So I'll keep filming. Like there's some wind still here. Cordo was just running through the tall grass. So there's some wind here, so I guess it's a good opportunity to test out the my camera setup without the dead cat. So we'll see if you can hear the wind at all. I know I can kind of hear it in my right ear, so just wondering how much you guys are hearing it on camera right now. Oh no, he's like covered in, I didn't even see that, he's like covered in burrs. So I finally figured out the dead cat problem for real this time. So what I did was I first slid the microphone far back, like it's got like a little slot that it sits in. So I put the dead cat on first, and then I kind of slid the clamp that goes around it right in, so it's actually pinching the dead cat, so it can't move anymore. So hopefully that fixed the problem and I start getting some better video without it. So I have some good lighting now with the sun being in front of me. So said I'd turn on the camera again. We're actually like in a cornfield now. As you can see, I think it's like there's no signs posted saying it's private property or anything like that. So I think it's part of the college campus. There's a trail kind of right down there that we were just kind of hiking down in the ravine there, sort of around that lake. So instead of going back the same way we came, we just do a little twirl loop. We're just following the ridge. So some of you guys might ask why Cordo's on a leash, even though there's no one around. He's still a pup. He's only 2 years old, so he'll still go after animals like squirrels and stuff like that. And I've never like lost him before. There was one scare that I had, or that we had. We were on a snowshoeing trip last year, and he actually he ran pretty far ahead. Cordo, leave the corn. He probably ran up probably a good kilometer ahead of us, and we didn't really know where he was, but he eventually doubled back after he didn't see us. So I mean, I don't think he would run off or get lost or anything, but he's not a very smart dog, so he would chase a squirrel or something like that, even though it would probably just go up a tree. But I don't know, better safe than sorry. His recall is actually, it's not the best. Cordo, come here. Hey, come here. Come. Cordo, come. Good boy. Good boy. See, so his recall's not 100% yet. So until I get it to 100%, I'm not gonna have him off leash. Like Cordo, I have a 30-foot retractable leash with him right now, so he doesn't get tangled that easily with it, but he can still kind of just run around and do his own thing as I'm walking. And this way too, I can test his recall without him completely being off leash. Like, Cordo, come. So sit. So again, it's not 100%, so you better just, like, it's better safe than sorry. I imagine next year I'll probably have him off leash a little bit more. On some of the canoeing and hiking trips that we go on this year, he's going to be on this retractable leash as well. So I mean, it's a little bit more of a pain to sort of deal with because I don't have both my hands free when I'm filming. Like literally right now, you know, I'm holding the leash with one hand and I'm holding a tripod with the other, so it's not ideal for filming at all. Like if I were to slip and fall or something, like I don't have hands, I'd have to drop the leash, or I'd have to drop the camera to catch myself. So I don't know, whatever. It's just a small thing, but good boy. He's really tired, so I'm gonna get him some water. Just gonna hike up a bit, hike up here a bit further, and probably stop at the same bench. We've this is the trail that I was talking about. We've double backed on now, so. Cordo, come this way. Come this way. We're going this way, bud. So yeah, this is the trail here that we double backed on. I actually almost just took the wrong way, so good thing I'm paying attention. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is just a loop, so worst case scenario, I'd loop back on myself anyway. That way you can hear me when I turn the camera. But again, I'm just testing things out. I didn't really have anything scripted for today, so just wanted to get some footage of Cordo. And it's pretty windy out, so it's a good time to test my new microphone. Again, it's the Rode Micro is the microphone I'm using. So I mean, it's not super windy, but I think those trees right behind me, they're kind of blocking the wind right now. But I don't know, it's probably like 15-20 km/h gusts, I think, was forecasted for today. So he's still just eating grass. Cordo, I don't know what's with him. He's been acting really weird lately. So maybe he's just hungry. Maybe I don't feed him enough. But he's a big dog. Like he's a really big, he's a big size for a Springer Spaniel. They usually only get up to 55 pounds, and that's what I told my girlfriend when I first started seeing her. Cordo was just a puppy, and he might have been only like 3 months old at the time. And she kept asking, oh, how big is he gonna get? How big is he gonna get? And I was like, oh, don't worry, you know, he's gonna get 55 pounds max. And the last time we took him to the vet, I put him on the scale. Cordo's about, I think he was almost 80 pounds. He's 77 pounds now, so definitely some winter fat. He hasn't been getting out as much since I haven't been getting out as much, but now that it's spring, I think we're both looking to trim a few, if you know what I mean. If you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's the story on Cordo. He's a really goofy dog too. He's one of the goofier dogs I've seen, and I'm not just saying that because he's my dog, but he's an absolute treat to watch if you're looking for a good laugh. Like I laugh like look at what he's doing right now. I mean, and all dogs do that, but I mean, he does this, I would say, like 3 or 4 times a walk. He's rolling around in the dirt. So what's up, everyone? We stopped again. We walked around that lake that I showed you guys. We didn't go down to the lake though. I didn't see any trails down to it. It was more of like a marsh anyway. Cordo, here you go, bud. Cordo's foot actually, he's got some burrs. He walked through some water though. It seems like he kind of got some of the burrs off. So that's good. We'll see how well you guys can hear me from all the way back there, but it'll be a real test of this microphone. Hopefully Cordo doesn't try to eat the dead cat again once he's done munching on his cookie there. But I don't know, it's been a great day. Like, this is so hot, like there's no one around. It's so nice. And I know too, right? Like I live in Toronto, so remember when your blog TO published it was like best hiking trails near Toronto, and the Bluffs was on it. So we ended up going for the May 2 for a weekend, and it was like you couldn't find a place to park. It was absolutely crazy nuts down there. So I mean, it's kind of a nice little gem. Like this is probably closer to me than the Bluffs. It's easier to get here, so I think this is kind of going to be my go-to hiking spot to kind of explore from now on. So, yo, Cordo, come this way, bud. You're gonna hit over the camera, buddy. Come here, come. Stay down for a bit, buddy. So, there we go. He's finally laying down. So we're gonna relax here for a bit. It's nice and sunny out. I'm sweating a bit, so I might take off my jacket, but yeah, just testing the audio quality. It's probably about 8 feet away. Like I'm probably about 8 feet back from the camera. I'm not sure if you can see. I like this tripod that I got. It has a level on it, so supposedly it's supposed to be level right now, even with the ground being all crooked. So I don't know, I'm just enjoying the day. I don't really want to leave. Like I wish I wish I was almost camping. So which is only another few weeks away. Like it feels like the weather's right now. Right for canoeing. Oh, wind almost blew over the tripod, so yeah, like the weather just feels like it's canoe weather now, right? Like it's time to get on the lakes. I'm seeing a ton of wildlife around here. Like I'm not sure if you saw in that one frame. I'll try to show it when I get back, but saw a blue heron. There's There's a red-tailed hawk flying around. And there's no one. Like, there's no one here. It's crazy to me. Like any other trail, you know, like Rouge Park or, you know, High Park entry, like, it'd be packed. It would be absolutely packed. And for this, it's so easy for me to get here. Like, literally, it's about maybe 20 minutes on the Cordo. No. Come lay down, bud. It's, you know, it's maybe like 20 minutes, you know, 20 minutes away, 25 tops. So really glad I went here today, because I didn't want to really deal with a bunch of crowds of people. I wanted to test out my GoPro and my microphone to make sure that it, you know, that on my canoe trip I'm gonna get some good footage. And another dog. Cordo. Come here. What's up, everyone? It's Sam again. So we're back in the car. I'm sure you can hear Cordo panting in the back. I'm actually sweating a bit now that I'm back in the car. It actually got pretty warm in here, so I'll put down the window a bit for him and myself. And so, I don't know. We had a blast. Cordo's exhausted. He's got burrs all over him though. I forgot to check him for ticks when we came in the car. So not a big deal. I will just check him whenever we get back to the house.